Good morning, DGB sisters. Look where I am, Cabo San Lucas. Gorgeous day, just waking up and starting the day. Wanted to come in to remind you to live life. Live life. You know, I just came off of a retreat where I had 40 amazing women. Now, when I say 40 amazing women, I mean 40 amazing women who came to Cabo San Lucas with me for the Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond retreat, Cabo 2022. We had an amazing time. We did kayaking adventures. We did dolphin adventures. We hung out by the pool. We did training. There was bonding. There was connecting. The daughters and the family members came and connected. It was an amazing time. You see, one thing about divorce is that it keeps you stuck, right? So you could have your life. If you're like me, you have your good friends, you have good family, but it's this personal side of your life you just can't seem to move the needle on. You've been to the groups, you've done the dating, and every time that you go find a group that there's other divorced women at, you end up leaving thinking, my gosh, like I'm worse off than I was when I first started. Because that's what happens. You see, so many people stay stuck in what the problem is. And if you stay stuck in what the problem is, you're just going to create more of that problem. So what we do at Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond is we become more attached to what our future is. We become more attached to what it is we want to do. We become more attached to what is our dream, what is our mission, what is our goal. And so that's what I want to encourage you to do today, is think about, what is my mission? What is my dream? What is my goal? What is it that I'm going after? What is it that I want to achieve? What is it that I want to create with my life? Because if you allow divorce to define you, well, that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to be defined by one of the most difficult moments of your life. Who wants that? We don't want that. We want to be defined by one of the greatest moments of an awakening of our life. And if you are listening to this message, you have an opportunity for a reset. You have an opportunity to redefine who you are, what you want. And don't waste this opportunity, because you could waste it staying, again, stuck, constricted, or you could use it as the stepping stone to your new life, very similar to this. It's time, my friend. It's time. You have everything within you. You do not need one single thing. You have it within you. The only thing you need to do is learn the tool in order to go from one side of the bridge to the other side of the bridge. Because like what I say and what I've seen in doing this work for 15 years, it's not that you can't have what it is you want. You could have anything that it is what you want, including love, including the love of yourself, the love of your partner. But you've just been using the wrong tools. That's it. There's no shame, blame, or condemnation. It's just saying, okay, if I want a different result, I keep doing the same things, I'm going to get the same things over and over and over again, the same result I do not want. So guess what? It's time to learn the new tool. It's time to learn the tool that's going to get you across the bridge. It's time to learn the tool that's going to bring you to your dream. It's time to learn the tool that you are going to be a model for your family, for your children, of exactly what's possible. That they're going to look at you and say, wow, my mom went through the most difficult time of her life. And even if you don't have children, your loved ones in your family are going to look at you and say, this person has went through the most difficult time of her life, and look what she has done. Look what she has created. When you come into alignment and coherence in your heart, everything in your life is going to fall into line. Everything. That includes your finances, that includes friendship, that includes love, that includes connection. And if you're having difficulty, if you're feeling resistance, if you're feeling this friction, it's not because that these things aren't available to you. It's just that when we're using the tools that don't work, it becomes frustrating. Right? If you're going to bake a cake with plumbing tools, it's not going to work. Those plumbing tools are awesome, but baking the cake with plumbing tools are not going to get you a cake. And I could tell you for sure, my friend, you do not want a cake baked with plumbing tools, for sure. So it's time to learn, what are my new tools? What is it that I need to learn in order to get me to my goal? Because we're going to reframe the question to, why is this happening to me, to what is it that I need to do in order to get me to the goal that I need to get to? And that's exactly what we do at DG, right? It's exactly what we do at DG and Beyond, is we get to our life, we get to our goal, we get to enjoy places like this, we get to come together as a community. What's better than this? Who would have thunk that a divorce would have catapulted my life into the most amazing life, right? What was the most difficult thing I've ever been through was the seed and the creation of the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced, and that's my life. I'm remarried, have a wonderful husband, I have wonderful daughters, and the women, again, that on this trip got to meet my family and see how we live and how we experience worlds from these eyes and the transformations, because that's another thing. You cannot do this work alone. You can't. I know people say, oh, you know, you're a hard worker. You usually at work handle things. You're the boss. You're badass. And there may be some shame or blame or condemnation why you can't seem to get this part of your life together, right? It's like, I just don't understand. I don't understand how I could be so successful here and so unsuccessful here. And it's not, right? You're not unsuccessful. Again, you just don't have the right tools. How do you expect to get to a result if you don't have the tools? Right? You can't bake a brownie if you don't have the ingredients, if you don't have a brownie pan, if you don't have a spatula, if you don't have an oven. Well, how do you expect to bake brownies? It's the same thing. How do you expect to create the life you want if you don't have the community, if you don't have the mentorship, if you don't have the tools in order to bring that to you? Because you could say, I want a good life. You could say, I want a relationship. But if you haven't fallen in love with yourself, if you haven't cleared out the past patterns and behaviors, you're going to attract to you who you once were, not who you're moving towards. We've got to clean that slate out. We've got to teach you how to eradicate the past, understand exactly who you are, understand exactly what you want. Now you can move forward. Now's the time to begin to bring in love, right? If you're going and you're on the dating sites and you keep attracting the wrong people over and over and over again, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with going on the dating sites. But why don't we just take a step back and date yourself for 3 months, right? The Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond program is a 3-month program, rapid transformational program. Have you ever thought about that? Dating yourself, falling in love with yourself, right? We as women go from our families, we go to college, we get married, we have families. We're constantly doing for other people, constantly. The biggest gift you could give yourself is taking 3.5 months to take the time to learn who you are, what you want, to take the time to learn new skills, to learn new scaffolding, because you're building a new human, right? You could decide, I want to be this new human, but if you don't build the scaffolding and you don't create the plan and you don't climatize to this new human, what will happen is you'll self-sabotage. And what will happen is you won't be able to maintain and consistently maintain the desired outcome you want because you haven't climatized yet into this new human. And that's what we do at DG. And so what I'm going to do is underneath this video is going to be my masterclass. And what I suggest is, it's about 45 minutes long. Just go ahead and take a pen, a notebook, watch this masterclass, take some notes. And if my message resonates with you, then get your butt on the phone with me. No exceptions. This is your year. This is your year. Right now is your year to make your decision, to claim your life, and to say, I am ready for love. I'm ready to love myself. I'm ready to bring in love. I am ready to experience love. I'm ready to meet new people. I'm ready to connect with other women. I'm ready to, this was like a sorority. This was like camp. We kept looking at each other at this event and saying, my gosh, we feel like we're on camp because we're with such amazing women and we're having fun and we're connecting. And again, transformations are happening. Miracles are happening. We experience so many miracles and synchronicities on this event, and you get to be part of this. Stop making it difficult for yourself. Decide to do the work. Decide to invest in yourself. Decide to move into the flow versus resistance. Watch the masterclass. If the message resonates, get on a breakthrough life and love call with me, where you and I are going to roll up our sleeves. We're going to see where you're stuck. We're going to talk about the Divorcing Gracefully and Beyond 12-week program, if it's a right fit for you. And it's your opportunity to invest in yourself. You've done for everybody else. Now it's time for you. Take those 3 months, learn how to fall in love with yourself, learn what the reset is needed. So this way you do build the scaffolding and the pattern that are going to give you the consistency that you desire. That once you learn these tools, it's rinse, wash, repeat. You do not have to learn them over and over again. It's about deepening them and about widening them. Your goals, you start here and then you move up into different levels. So this is just the beginning, my friend, but it's time. It's time for you. So sending you so much love, again, from lovely Cabo San Lucas, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.